Welcome to MeatballCraft, episode 60. Now we have our giant purple tube. I think it's time we made some infinity ingots. Now to begin with, this isn't one of those packs where I can make X amount of infinity ingots and never have to make them again. And it's also not a pack when I can animate a block and have infinite infinity ingots after only making 9. But there is a way to make making infinity ingots a bit easier. So normally you get 1 per craft, but after you've made a few, you can make the infinity chicken, which allows you to make 12 per craft. This is expensive. We'd probably want 2, just so that we can breed them and have loads and loads and loads. It'll be expensive, so give me a minute while I calculate just how much infinity we will actually need to be able to do that. To make the infinity chicken, we need 8 living infinity fruit, and I will make 1 chicken first before making the other one because then it'll be more efficient. To make each infinity fruit, we first need 1 infinity ingot to make the infinity fruit. We need 4 infinity ingots in the form of infinity sprouts. We then need an innerved infinity seed, which comes from an infinity seed, which needs a block. That's 14 infinity ingots per living infinity fruit, which means we need 112 in total to get the infinity chicken. So that's the plan. First things first, we need to improve our molten chaos system, and to do that, we need to improve our abysite production. So as before, we are still melting the abysite, but there's 2 more steps that we can now do. One is mix it with twilight fire to get slumbering abysite, and the second is to chemically react it with molten shirestone to get imperial abysite. I haven't automated the shirestone part of things just because I really don't think we'll need that much, because when you have just the normal abysite, when you mix it with a chaos egg, you get 1,440 millibuckets. When you mix it with imperial abysite, you get 14,400 millibuckets, so that's 10 times the production, and therefore we'd probably need less. So I have put this in the fluid enricher now. We are making molten chaos and having a bigger buffer to store, and we have some here to turn back into chaos ingots. So this is the one that we will transfer over to via ender chest to the other system if I can find a nice blank channel to do it on. And we're going to put the molten chaos into the North Dyson irradiator. We already have ender tanks for alpha particles and electrons, so that's nice and easy for us, and we've got a better backlog now because I've turned the system back on. So perfect. So I still do need to make some more of these, but I'll save that for a little bit. The next thing we need is Magnetar stabilizer, which is made like so. As before, we have made the relativistic matter fluid system over here, which is just melting selenite and supercooling dense plasma and mixing them together, which is nice and simple. Over here, we have a linear plasma accelerator, and that takes technetium and the relativistic matter, which I've done with a phantom liquephase just to make things look a little neater, and that makes us the Magnetar stabilizer that we need. It also is an exact 1-to-1 on technetium, so it's completely closed loop on technetium. I did make an ender tank for it, but we didn't actually need it. It just loops back around. We don't really need this big of a buffer, to be honest, but they're cheap. That just loops back around. Every time we get more relativistic matter, we make more Magnetar stabilizer, which has a fairly small buffer, just so I don't waste all the resources filling a black hole tank. But as this crafts, it's a bit slow. I think we'll probably have enough, really. And now they are all feeding into the Dyson irradiator, and I'm using lasers just so nothing sort of mixes up with each other, because if I put these on output here, then this could output into an empty ender tank and it would just mess everything up, and it looks nice and neat. And for the final fluid, here is our steel thermal mixer. It takes all of the matters from the mythic miners, as I said before. It's not crafting anything because I ran out of galactic matter and I didn't realise, so I'm just making some wildwood stars. It takes a while because it needs draconic evolution. That's always very, very slow, so I think it's actually filling the buffers of all the mythical miners before this, but it only takes 50 each. I will keep putting wildwood stars back in the spatial crucible for now, and hopefully we'll have enough soon. I'm making 700 or something, so hopefully we'll actually get some at some point, and then we can begin actually crafting some of the stuff we want. But this is for the hyperdense plasma, which is actually the final step, so we can get on with the other stuff while we're waiting. We are going to need quite a few infinity catalysts for this. 4 per infinite resonator, which is per infinity imbued stones. So to start with, I have just sort of automated or passived the infinity catalyst by just letting bright matter go from an EMC link into the gravitational collapse, and it just crafts it. So we should be getting infinity catalysts. Yep, we're getting them nice and easily. We're also going to need 112 time catalysts, which actually for some reason I do already have. So well done me. Oh, it's a stack and a half. That's good to know. Oh, stack and 48. So yeah, we've actually pretty much got everything we need for the first step. We don't quite have enough infinity catalyst left yet, so it won't make all of them. But if I put the time crystals in with the infinity catalyst, it should have all the fluids it needs to start crafting. And yep, oh my god, 500,000 RF per tick. Oh my god, that's a lot of power. So now it appears we will need to sort power out. I mean, that's the only part of it that takes power, but you can either build more token totems, which I mean is very tempting because they probably are quite cheap, especially at this point, or you can see about making the Dyson discharger, which will produce us like 5 billion RF per tick, which is quite a lot. I don't know if we have the capacity to make this. It is rather expensive, including more sphere glass, which I don't really want to make, and this hyper discharger thing, which is probably actually the main expense. So I'm gonna just see if I can code it in and see how much it's I've coded it all in, and it seems doable, to be quite honest. I'm not quite sure how it's so doable, but it does seem fairly doable, apart from the strings crystals. That's a lot of strings crystals. I don't quite know if we can do that, to be honest, because that will be like 43,000 plus 2 more for millibucket. No, 43,000 millibuckets of strings, which I don't think we have. But we probably could end up making, so we'll see. That's probably a good idea, to be honest. I'm just leaving the strings on somewhat of a passive system down here. We are inputting the gravitons that I made before into the back. There's quite a lot there. We're making more gravitons up there. Every so often I'll come back and switch out the drum. It's probably not the most efficient way to do it, but whatever. I'm making enough inert crystals to count for all of the strings crystals that we need, so this will take quite a while. We've got about 300 so far, so we're a long way off. But while we're doing that, we'll concentrate on getting the infinity ingot. Obviously we need to fix the power at some point, but this still says we've got about 20 hours of power if we ran that the whole time, and obviously we're not running it the whole time, so it should be alright. We haven't quite made enough infinite resonators yet, but we have everything else, so let's chuck these in here, and this should make us our infinity imbued stone. Yep, it's crafting. I don't know how long this takes. It doesn't take power though, so I'm very thankful for that. Then out here we should get not only our infinity imbued stone, but also a full chaos shard, which is very, very nice. I wanted to craft some more molybdenum, and it turns out we were kind of low on Appalachia fragments, and one way to get quite a lot of Appalachia fragments is this repeative recipe with the soul-sucking comb. It works for all the souls, which is quite useful really. So yeah, we need to go to Skythorn. I'm actually not sure if we've done this before or not. We might have, but I can't find the bee. Okay, here we go, and this should be our soul-sucking queen. Lovely. Maybe I will make a few more. How many souls are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more? I don't know what these will ensnaring fabrials are. I don't know how many I have. Oh, I've got a lot. Okay, well maybe I'll make 5 core stones then. Okay, now we have 5 drones, which is lovely. Just what we wanted. Okay, here's a little setup I made. I don't actually know if it's going to work long term, but it should be fine. So we've got the 5 bees behind here making us our soul-sucking combs, and we have 1 crafter for each soul, each hopefully full with soul backup so that we don't run out. Yes, that's all full as it should be. And to do this, I've basically, the self-feed I never seem to get to work on a crafter. I've done it with a draw buffer. So basically the souls are on external, they will go into the drawer and will on priority insert back into the crafter so that we always have some in, and then all the excess ones will go into another crafter which just turns it into the fragments, just because it's easier for me to do it here than in the system, and then it just goes straight into the system afterwards. So that should hopefully passive a few of the fragments. However, I don't think we have enough Appalachia fragments. Not that I can actually remember why I needed them. Oh yes, I remember why I needed them, because I needed to make that tungsten, this nonsense, crystallized tungsten steel. I wanted to make 1,000 and it wouldn't let me because I didn't have enough. Oh wait, I actually nearly have enough now. Maybe I put in like 5,000 before. But yeah, hopefully soon we'll have enough. I do need to make some more ender dolomite. I actually don't know why I don't have a pattern for that, so I'll put that in the system. We need some more tungsten steel because I need some more infinity ingot, and defined ingots, and I haven't properly sorted it out yet, but there we go. Another system sort of hopefully will be good, and we'll pass it in the background to not hopefully cause any issues. I now have enough defined ingots to make us our first infinity ingots. Oh, exciting. So I've collected everything. We need singularities, defined ingots, diamonds for now until we get the chicken, and infinity imbued stones. Yes, we haven't quite finished crafting them. There's no point waiting. Just start this off a bit later. This also doesn't require power, thank goodness. It doesn't take too long either, not too bad compared to some things I've had to make recently. And there we go, our first infinity ingot. And we've also got this, which, oh, this is used to make the heart of the Halite warrior. Amazing. There we go, our first infinity ingots. Ooh. Now, I should have enough infinity ingots to be able to make ourselves the infinity chicken. So first off, we need to start off with the infinity. And I did make some chaotic cores. Okay, they're all ready. So I'll collect everything else that we need and we can do some infusion. Okay, this should be everything for this to work. There we go. And it doesn't take that much essence either, which is good because it would have taken a very long time if it needed too much. And there we go, our first infinity seed. Now we have our 8 infinity seeds. We just need to turn them into innerved infinity seeds using a blood altar. It only takes 10 millibuckets of blood, so that's nice and easy. I hate having to right click with an empty hand, but there we go. Innerved infinity seeds. You know, I think I've made a terrible mistake and I've just used up way too many infinity ingots that we actually need. This repeats itself in the recipe. We just needed the infinity ingots for this bit. Oh, I'm silly. I'm so silly. Oh well, whatever. If we just ignore the fact that I wasted like 72 infinity ingots, then whatever. We are making our lovely infinity sprouts. Once we have 32 of them, we can continue our crafting. Now we have our infinity sprout. We should be able to order 8 infinity leaves, which I did encode into the system just because I was encoding other things, and there we go. That's 7, that's 8 infinity saplings, and what we do with those is we chuck them in here to turn them into infinity leaves. Well, that was a really good throw. There we go. And now we have 8 infinity leaves, and this is what we combine with the infinity ingots in a solid state thingy-mabob, which is this thing. Inputs down here. Yep. So there we go. We did manage to save 2 infinity ingots from the phytogenic insulator, even if I wasted 72. We got 2 back. There's our 8 infinity fruit, and we just need to cook it in an altar. Do we have an... Oh, good. We've loads of them. Apparently, Oh, look, there's loads over here. Oh, they've got stuff in. Okay. Oh, it's not even that slow. I thought it'd be really slow. And now with our 8 infinity fruit, we should be able to get our infinity egg. Ta-da! 1 infinity egg. Perfect. So now I just need to 10 it and start making infinity eggs. Oh, it's pretty. Beep. Now we have our infinity chicken cooking up. I think we only need 40 infinity ingots to make another chicken and then speed that up even more. So we just have to wait a little bit to get like 3 eggs or something. So that should be fine. And very easily we have 48 infinity ingots, which is more than we need and was actually way cheaper. So we should now be able to make another egg. We now have 16 10 infinity chickens, making us plenty of infinity eggs. Now that we have infinity ingots, our next job is to make the Dyson compressor. And that's a bit of a rabbit hole. So I've encoded a lot of the patterns. It actually doesn't seem too bad, but we do need hearts of the Halite warrior. We're already getting these recursive singular condensates from the infinity ingot production, but we need halite fluid. And to get halite fluid, we need another spatial crucible, the hyperdense plasma that we're already making, some defined engines, which I think we've probably got on demand. Yep, and we also need some infinity large plates, which is just cooked up like so, and we get 1,000 each, which is 4 parts each. So I will set up another spatial crucible for this, and see how it goes. I put all the ingredients into the spatial crucible, and now we have some halite fluid, and this should be enough to make 20 halite hearts, which obviously we'll need more in the future, but I just wanted to get this Dyson thing up and running before we start. Okay, that's not the output. Don't know how I have to do it like that. Whatever, there we go. Halite fluid. Now I've got a fluid infuser. I can just chuck in some of these recursive singular condensates, and we can make ourselves some heart of the halite warrior. And we should get 20, lovely. So now we can make 20 halite warriors. Let me just see if we can. I think everything else is on passive. Yes. Halite warriors. Ooh, that was not a quest, but there we go, we did it. My favourite way to get Skytherm blocks is just to keep recreating the portal and breaking it over and over again, and you just get them for free. Nice and easy. Some of the things you find out you need are really strange, like I need loads of zombie hearts suddenly, and the only way to get them is through the loot fabricator, which is really slow. I've had it on passive for ages, it was just obviously not enough for the amount that we needed. It's the same as Elytra. I didn't make them because I didn't really think I need them, and now I need 1600 Elytra, which is quite a lot, but we've got tons of Ender Dragon matter, so it's actually not as big of a problem as it could have been, thank goodness. If I'm not mistaken, we are only now missing a few things, and that is the Divine Singularity thing, some Mystical Singularities, which I'm just making, Pink Slime, which always takes a while, and the two things we need from Deep Mob Learning, which are the Elytra and the Zombie Heart. So that's going to probably take a little bit of time, but apart from that, we've got everything else. I think the Pink Slime's working over here. Yeah, this is just slow. I don't actually know how much pink slime I have. Oh, loads. So hopefully that will do that. I'll probably Torturino a few bits and bobs just to try and speed things up a little bit. This is already being Torturinoed. I've got one other one. So we'll be building up Divine Shards at the very least. We've got 28,000, so see, that just takes so long to get these. We still need like another 40. I've increased our octuple compressed cobblestone system. We already have 16. I've added 3 more lanes to try and increase production enough. I don't know if it's going to be enough, to be quite honest. It needs so much, it's kind of ridiculous, so we'll see, but whatever. While I'm waiting for these divine shards, we're going to pivot a little bit. Not only do we need this Dyson compressor that we're making, but we are also going to need a Fractallite furnace, which is made like so. And I've coded all the patterns. I haven't come across anything too far at the moment, but we do need to make a core-stone, and that is to get the center thing of the furnace, the Fractallite furnace, which we used to actually make the furnace core. We only need 1 of, I think. Oh no, we need 2 of. I wonder if I get 2 from the core stone. But anyway, we need that, and to get that we need an ever-burning seed, and to get an ever-burning seed we need to make another 1,000 sacred cinders remain, which is fine really, apart from the fact that we need wood polish, and that's a lot of beeswax, and we don't really have a lot of beeswax. To get more beeswax, I am planning on making a Sacred Cinders apiary, which shouldn't be too bad. Oh, I didn't click that button. I'll code that part in and see how that goes, but it should be fine. I don't actually know how much Sacred Cinders fruit we have left, hopefully enough, but we'll see. So yeah, that's going to be fun. If you're making the Sacred Cinders apiary, don't click on the floating flower in the preview, it crashes the game. I've just done it twice, which is very good. I'm not quite sure what it wants in terms of structure. It seems to want... oh, okay. Okay, after the crash, we now have a Sacred Cinders apiary. I did have to cheat in a different floating flower, because when I was using that one over there, it just didn't work. So, I mean, it was a... I'll just toss that one, and then it's equivalent, really, isn't it? So, I've just made a liquid sunshine setup. This one's really easy. Making hooch with flour and sugar, fire water with blaze powder and redstone, and then liquid sunshine with glowstone and sunflowers, and that goes into a black hole tank and into this. So now I think if we just chuck in a bee, it should work. As my main priority at the moment is beeswax, I've stuck in the rocky bee, and it's making rocky combs and normal combs, and that's going straight into a centrifugal separator. This thing is incredibly fast. We're full of outputs already, so I can just leave this running, and hopefully we'll have a nice supply of beeswax. Need quite a lot, so this is a good start. And hopefully we'll be able to just chuck in some other bees whenever we need them, like the ones for the amnesiac wax. I can't remember what they're called now, but that also seems like a good use of that. And we probably should make more at some point, and we probably will. So yeah, I can set some of these up into here. Start making, I know I made so many carpenters, they all require different fluids, and it's very annoying. I just didn't want to make another one. And while we've been doing lots of other things, we actually have enough to be able to make 452 infinity Dyson conduits. So, I mean, that's probably going to take a very long time, but at least we can get it started. At some point, probably in the nearish future, we are going to need this creative definition essence to make perfected Gallifreyan alloy ingots, and that's probably the only hard part of it, apart from the actual Fractallite furnace. And this can be made a little bit more easy. I mean, these aren't great, but these definition essences, while they look tricky, you can sort of cheat them. Not really cheat, but once you've made one, you don't really have to make them again. You just need to make enough to make the tier 1 defined seed with the defined essence. That's probably 1 craft. And with that 1 craft, you can then use the seed in a hypergrowth insulator to get defined Ethereum, and eventually you'll get enough defined Prudentium catalyst. So when you have them, you can make the tier 2 seed. It'll take a little while, but then you get the tier 2 seed, so on and so forth, and then you have all 6 and you can make this more easily. And I think we should probably do that very soon. Apart from, I'm not quite sure how to get this. So this is the growth medium that we need, the bewitched growth catalyst, and to get that we need to grow this in a soul accumulator. That's all fine and good, but what's the viewer worm? It's from bewitchment. Is it something from the nether? I'm not sure, so I'm gonna have to figure out what that is and probably build another soul accumulator. I can't remember what our last one's doing, to be honest, but we should probably grow another one. I'm sure there's something we wouldn't want to turn that off for anyway. Actually, this thing is fairly slow, so we could probably just have another set of these making broken spawners for the viewer worm, whatever it is, and do that instead as well, so it can be used for both. Okay, I found one. It's these guys. Ooh. I've just set up the Bewitched Growth Catalyst in the Soul Accumulator over here. I have added some more spawner simulation chambers to get the spawner shards, just because we needed more. I did actually remember that we have made the secret furnace core stone before, and here's the furnace guy from it, so we didn't need to go through that, but we do need the Everburner to trade with him for the Fractallite furnace thing, so it's all fine. We can keep him safe. Here is my setup for the defined seeds. I have learnt to wall share. I've just chucked it in this turbine room. We are cooking the Bewitched Growth Catalyst. We've got quite a few at the moment. I'm sure we'll run out. It only takes 1 per craft, but that's fine. So we've just got the seed in the back and it's producing the catalysts. Eventually we'll get enough of the 2nd tier catalyst to make the next one, as we need 1 of each for the creative definition catalyst. I need to make some farming plots outside with the essences. Make 1 of each seed is probably just easier, and have a farmer cut them down. I'm sure we can passive enough to make plenty of seeds and stuff, so it should be fine. So most of the seeds we've actually already made, and anything that we need shouldn't be too difficult at this point either. And we'll also need ones for the center singularity. The best one would be the ones which produce the most per seed. So those are Octane, Ironwood, Sigmorum. I think, yeah, see, 5 per, which is much better. Some of them only do 2, like the Dreadium ones, so yeah. And I've just put a drawer here, but I would quite like a creative vending, a creative storage upgrade, because that's better. And to do that, we have to go to Icica. Here we are in Icica. Ooh, spooky. And there it is. There's one in here anyway, but we actually need something else from here, which allows us to make more of them. So that should be up here, I think, if I remember rightly. There it is, the Soul of the Grand Wizard. And with this, we can craft the funny rift thing, which we can put in a compactor, which will give us plenty of creative vending upgrades, which we have. Now we have infinite storage for all of the things. We are getting recursions of clarity, I think they're called. We are running a bit out of the Bewitched Growth Catalyst, but it's fine. I'm sure we'll make enough. As long as it sort of round robins the liquid evenly, we should be good. So yeah, now we have all of the essence that we need. We just need to grow the seeds to be able to combine them properly. And ta-da, here is my farm. We have 1 of all the seeds that we need, plus quite a few octine seeds, because I like the orange colour, so why not go for that instead? And there it is in our lovely essence wall. So there's a few phantom faces connecting them to the inputs of the machines inside, we are just putting them all into their own different crafters so they can craft me the things that we need, and one for Octane that will just make singularities. And I am just using a single block compressor. I know it's meant to be a bit laggy, but I didn't want to build the big one because I'm lazy. But there we go. It all seems to be working pretty well. I mean, this is probably going to be the bottleneck, really, the Octane, but I think we'll probably be able to make enough that it won't be too much of a problem. I don't really know how much of these we'll need. If we need more, then I'll have to set up the system a bit bigger, but whatever. But there we go. Now we can make perfected Gallifreyan ingots, as long as we get the Fractallite furnace, which we haven't quite made yet. For you, it has been a second. For me, it's been a couple of weeks. I've had a little bit of a meatball break because sometimes you just need a break from the grind. And that's when I've been playing some Regrove, but I'm playing again. Let's see if we can get the Fractallite furnace anytime soon. Oh, it appears I'm very silly, actually. We are crafting everything for the Fractallite furnace. It just might take a while. Okay, well, that's comforting. Though I do have some runes in my inventory I probably shouldn't have. I'm really glad I took a break, actually, because even though I'm doing the same stuff I did when I really wanted a break, I feel much better about it now. I feel relaxed and just happy to be doing the grind. So remember to always take a break. It's important. Try something different, do something different, whatever. It's good to take a break. It's especially good to take a break when you're in endgame meatball and Halite is very close and you're too desperate to get it. It's a fun way to try and make flux. I hope I don't crash the game doing this, but it does look cool, my own little redstone fountain. Oh, look, it's going all green and sparkly because there's so many of them. That's kind of cool. Goodbye, sparkly redstone. Hello, flux. Let's see how much that was. So we've got 32,000 at the moment, so if I just chuck all this in. Oh my goodness. 64,000. Okay, just a little bit more then. Oh dear. Very dramatic. I've just spent ages looking for Oblivion hides. I didn't realise they spawn with these stupid obsidian pillars on top of them. So I need a lot of legendary ender eyes, I think, for the compressor. The 144 compressor blocks we need. Where's it gone? Is it moved? Yes. Okay. 40 more endangeic singular condensers. Whatever. These are a pain because you need a legendary ender eye, which you can only get through crafting from an ender stone, which you can either craft like this or through this way, which is what we've been doing. And then to get, we can craft them with endstone dust and silver coins. We're getting them through mob drops. Do we have any endstone dust? Oh, 24,000. I mean, guess we can always get some more. I'm a little desperate here, to be quite honest. Well, it would only take 19 million endstone dust and over 1 million silver coins. And wow, I just don't think we've got the capacity for this. Are we storing any silver coins in any of the danks? I am not sure, to be quite honest. Oh, they had silver coins, whoever that one was. Who are you? You are the charger. Be nice if we already had a backlog. Silver coins, anyone? It doesn't seem likely. Despite the compressor taking me ages, look what we can build finally. After all this time, here is our Fractallite furnace being built. And everything that we need for it, I think, is passived. So we just need, we've got all of this, I think. And a creative definition essence. Creative. We've got 94 creative definition essence. What about the sort of chunks? Oh, tons. Okay, perfect. And here it is in all its glory. I'm not quite sure why the corners are like that. Maybe just so I can peek in and stuff or whatever. But there we go. One Fractallite furnace. Now to automate it a little bit. There it is in our interface. The perfected Gallifreyan ingot. So how many creative definition essences do we have? We've got 95, so let's make, should we be nice to ourselves and make 95 of these? We can do it. Is this a quest? I haven't actually looked in the quest book for a bit. Okay, we need to make the ingot and then it's a quest. Not that we get anything for it, and because I've been away for a bit, I've actually forgotten what this is for. Oh yes, it's just for doing that. How does one make this? Maybe I can start making this now. I don't want to. But we got 6 so far. Woohoo! Starry finish. This is so pretty. What a lovely ingot this is. I love it. So yeah, I guess maybe it's time to start encoding patterns for that. Oh, scary. I think there'll probably be some things we can't make right now, but we'll see. I finally set up a separate hurricane setup over here. It's just auto connects to the crafter. This needs to turn the limit off so that it actually crafts, but there we go. Yeah, just needs Victus from another one. I just needed another one. I didn't want to make it last time, but there we go. There's a few other... Oh no, I remember that. Is that still... Do I still have that about? Yeah? Hello thing. I didn't like doing that one. Oh well. There is another multi-block that we need. Another plasmatic condenser, which will take the halite fluid and make the Gallifrey Freebiol. We only need 1 per halite. It's still expensive. I'm mainly waiting for these to craft. I don't mind them taking a while. It's fine. It just be like that. But it's just annoying when you need the actual CPUs to make other things, but it's fine. And now we have a plasmatic condenser set up above where the halite fluid will come out. Again, it's not really automated, which is not the smartest idea, but it's fine. So, we're pretty desperate for ender shards. So, here is a 7x7 Ender Spider Ultimate Mob Farm, tick accelerated. And we're getting quite a few ender shards. We need 19 million, but we're going up pretty fast, so we might be able to get that. Fingers crossed. I couldn't think of a better way to do this, but this seems pretty fast. And then I guess maybe after we've done the ender shards, I might switch it to the things that drop the divine shards. I assume this will be a lot quicker. A little bit more annoying because they drop more than just one thing, but that's fine. And while I let this run for a while, I'm off to Proxima B because we need about 8,000 fusion connectors and I can't make enough amnesiatic wax to actually be able to make them. So I'm going to spend a couple of hours running around there with my Morning Star collecting the fusion connectors. It didn't take me too long last time and I got quite a few. And anyway, this needs some time to run. So I'll see you in a while. A couple hours later, we have enough fusion connectors now, but we are about 5 million away of ender shards, but we are getting them pretty fast now. I mean, we'll get there eventually. We've probably got some other stuff to be doing while we wait for that, but I would quite like to switch it to divine shards for when we need them. Oh, I need to turn this off as well so that we can get some of these stones of endless hunger. We're getting there, if not incredibly fast. Oh yeah, we've got enough. Finally. So I might switch the lassos over to the thing that needs divine shards, but there we go, tons of eyes, and that's probably going to take a very long time to craft, but that's fine. Mild disaster has occurred. I'm at the build limit when I'm trying to make this system, so I can't put Ender IO conduits on top of this, which is a little bit annoying. So it's phantom face time. I'm going to sort of just... Okay, that's plenty of phantom faces. So we're going to phantom face the top drawer down here. Hopefully, I mean, this system's going to cause some lag, I think, anyway. Temporary. I'll turn it off when we've got enough divine shards. Just a shame I couldn't make it a bit more neat. Is that... Okay, one more this way. Okay, it's all set up. It's working. Let's see how we're getting divine... Oh my goodness. Okay, we're getting them really fast now. That's great. These are probably blocking up my whole system, but it's fine. Who needs a system anyway? It's very foggy suddenly. I don't remember there being so much fog. Let's head down. I think I'm still making the divine singularities. Did I leave this on? Okay. I was putting stones in, but we weren't. So let me turn that off and then get some shards and put it on. Okay, well, we've got tons of shards. This is filling up fairly fast compared to what it was, so I'm just going to leave it going. That's pretty nice. And yeah, we're getting through making these eyes. We've almost done a quarter, or we have done a quarter, so that's good. They're not taking it too long, so yeah, there's still other things to be getting on with as well, but nice to know things are progressing. We are very close to being able to craft 6 halite clusters, or whatever they are. Yep, obviously we can't actually do anything with them after you've crafted them, but I just wanted a little break from the Dyson compressor. I'm waiting on the slates of endless hunger, just because I have to do that manually. Oh, Shire stone ingots. I didn't notice that before. The Shire... We're waiting for a couple of Warren shards. Oh, we need some more imperfect gems of the cosmos. Okay, well, we mostly got everything. This is just slow. Oh, we can do it. Amazing. Took a long time to get those slates of endless hunger, but we've done it. It is mildly manual, as in I need to move the this drum to the plasmatic condenser to make some stuff. This drum here, yes, I should automate it, blah, blah, blah. I just want 6 halites so I can make the infinity armor. And that's it. Where does the fluid go into this machine? Oh, down here. Okay, I actually might see if I can hook up some lasers then. Oh, I don't want lasers because reasons. I don't think I need that much, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, we're making it. Look at it crafting away. How magical. Though I still doubt we are close to getting the actual compressor, but we'll see. We are getting very close. I'm crafting 64 of the horizon stabilizers. Now, apart from the miniature black hole, which I think we can craft fairly soon, we might be able to do that now. It's just the Dyson compressor bits. So close. We can actually make the black hole core thing. We've got enough lead and tin and mercury here. We just need our, what's it called? A fuser. This one. And which machine? This goes in the relativistic collapser, which is over here this time. I've remembered where it is. It's because the other thing's called also a collapser, so under here, this large thing for such a small item. There we go, and that should craft. We have our black hole core. Glad I set that up a while ago, and here's our Sedna stabilizer. Okay, there we go. 1 miniature black hole. I'm actually getting so excited now, we're so close. Obviously we haven't finished making the halite thing because of these rainbow lenses take ages, that sort of thing, but we're getting there, we're getting there. We are getting close. For the compressor, there's a couple more things we need. I'm torch renewing the grand magic crystals. By the time everything else done, I'm sure that will be 2. These are because I'm waiting for Thaxium from a little guy. These aren't great. I don't know if there's an easy way to get them than the way I'm doing it. Probably, but I can just AFK for them. They are making this. We're also making this. I'm making. I'll note them so that I don't forget to pick them up. What else? Okay, I need some more ethereal slates. We do have them. I need to just make them. That's not a problem. And apart from that, it's just Doge coins, I think. And the problem with Doge coins is we need vibranium alloy. And this is currently our mythic furnace. It's not available for usage, particularly at the moment. So that's a little annoying. It's all getting ready to be stored up and made. I don't know. Have I made any? No, it's just, okay, we've made a little, it seems to be crafting. Okay, so maybe it's just in the works or whatever, but this is slow. And I've got a torturino furnace. I've been to Appalachia, got more torturinos because I just want to speed things up. We're using the red matter furnace. My problem is I didn't really have any draconium. We do now, but we needed like a lot. So where is it? It was like cooking like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of draconium. Yeah, like 52,000 draconium it's cooking, so which is a bit ridiculous. But it's still progress. I have found that I had another secret furnace processor up here with a tier 2 mythic coil. It was making rubber for us out of sap. Now it is not doing that. Oh, apart from that's all going to go to the wrong place. Whoops, better go check that chest out. Good thing I noticed that. Okay, well done me messing up my storage system once again. Finally, I can make my Doge coins. Well, I could make the Doge coins. Oh, is this not got any power anymore? Have I moved a flux plug? There we go. Power on. Much better. Are these all off as well then? Interesting. Oh well. It's working now. We can finally do it. We can craft the final blocks, or at least the final difficult blocks, for the Dyson compressor. Now, obviously that's only half the battle, is actually doing the craft. Hopefully this all works out well. We will see. We will see. But I'm hopeful. After a little bit of messing about with the machines, we now have 6 pure halite or pure fractalite halite clusters. Ooh. So, final step, finish off this Dyson multi-block. So that's just the waiting game. We need a lot of things. So we just need to wait. Right, everything's crafting up still. Okay, that keeps stopping every so often. Ignore that. That's why I've been babysitting it. This? Yes, okay, that's fine. We'll leave it for a minute. We need to go to Osiris, because my goal really with the halite isn't just to make the halite, it's to make the infinity armor. I'd love some infinity armor. I've never had it before, and we need black metal armor for that. We actually already have all the infinity ingots that we need. I just counted. We've got actually tons, and we've got enough neutronium. We do need to craft, what's it? these infinite recursions, that'll be easy enough. But we need the black metal armor, and that's apparently on Osiris. I think I had it once, and I don't think we have it still. It was months ago. So after Osiris, I go to do some searching. Was this the first planet we came to? I really can't remember. Okay, we haven't gone this way. But I think it's been a long time since we've been here. Oh yeah, there's rads. Is this armor? Yay, armor. Okay, well, we're a quarter of the way there. And there we go, our final piece of black metal armor. So now, should be fine after we've got our halite, of course, to make our infinity armor, and we'll also be able to make the infinity bow. We're getting there. Curses. Crushrooms are something I completely overlooked. I just didn't know we needed them, and we need a lot of them. Like 75,000. So we are torturinoing a nice little crushroom woot farm because I think it's the best way to farm them. I am also making some in the cold iron forge. This is horrifically slow. I'm not getting any crushrooms in the system, but I don't think this is going up as fast as it should be. Yeah, because like we're getting it way faster than that. That's like 1 a second. We're getting it, I don't know, way faster than it thinks. So, but it must be going into the craft because, I don't know, that's crafting. So it's used to make these organic jade plates, which are used to make these energy orbs, I think is what we're using them for. So this is done in a rolling machine. So I guess we can look at the plates in here to see. I mean, they're crafting very slowly, so I'm a little confused because, oh my gosh, that's a lot. Is this not, oh, is it? Ah, now we are getting mushroom hide in the system. We have 12,000. This is going up way faster than that stupid iron forge. Thank goodness I decided to make the woot farm. I will probably, when I get to 17k, restart this craft so it has everything and then do the same with the other one. Just a little annoying, but it's fine. But yeah, there we go. Crushrooms, be aware. So this is actually crafting stuff now, which is nice. So hopefully this will actually finish soon. It has been several hours now. This one will wait until we get the 60,000 mushroom hide and then set this one off again. But we'll leave it on for now because we still have like 1,000 draconic fusion injectors to make. This is also making... It's still making awakened draconium, even though I've had, yeah, needs 24 more awakened draconium. I've had that on passive for ages, but it's just, obviously I've just used a lot recently, so we're getting there slowly but surely. It'll be better once we have some of these odd little bottlenecks out of the way. Thing is, I'm pretty sure as soon as we get these 2 blocks, we have halite, that's it. So I'm very hoping we get there. Which we will, obviously we will, but oh, I just want it now. Update, we are very close to being done. There's a few of these orb things that we need to craft. They're, what's it called? They require each other, sort of, most of the time. Like the draconic one, chaotic, mythic, so nightmare. I don't know how high this one needs. Oh yes, it goes all the way up. So yeah, that's why it's taking a bit of time. That's all going, well, it should be going on in here, sort of is, in certain points, if you can look at it at the right time. So that's going, and we are just waiting on the draconic fusion injectors as well, which is probably going to take a while as well. I should have passed them really, but whatever. It's never been that big of an issue in the past, so I'm sure it's fine really. So yeah, it's the final hurdle. As you can see from the quest, it is time to make our Dyson compressor. We should be able to fit everything in the inventory. Hopefully I've not forgotten anything. It is going above the other Dyson thing, because I think that would be cool. Build. Okay, there we go. It's building, and we aren't missing anything. I'm sure this will take a minute, but as soon as it's done, I'm pretty sure we shall have a halite. And here it is, in all its swirly glory, the Dyson compressor. All we need to do, I think, anyway, hook it up to power. Where is the power? It's on this side. Yep, there's the power. Nice little ultimate. Now this is probably going to take a lot of power, but we should have enough. And here's the input. We chuck in these. Check the front. Okay, 2 billion RF per tick, but that's fine. It's making. And go over here. There we go. We've made it. Fractallite halite is ours. We've done it. Oh, I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, and here we go. I'm so excited. It's taken a very long time, but we've made it. We have our halite ingots. Now we have some beautiful halite. It's time for an equipment upgrade, and we should, if I take everything out of my hiding place in here, have everything to make the infinity armor. So 1 infinity helmet, 1, oh, why did that go in there? 1 infinity breastplate, go away, alchemical bag. The infinity leggings. Oh, we're missing one neutronium block. Easily remedied. One pair of infinity boots. And finally, I have some more infinity ingots. Oh, we don't quite have enough. Well, that's difficult. We're almost there. We need 2 more. Now I've prepared myself. I did count all the infinity ingots. Maybe I missed the ones for the bow, but there we go. Longbow of the heavens. Now excuse me while I change. Oh, this is so fast. Whee! We can fly everywhere. Woohoo! And after what has turned out to be a very eventful episode, I think it's time to wrap it up. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.